Hi, I'm Larie, and welcome to your 30-minute body weight only total body strength, endurance, and power workout. That was a mouthful. Today is body weight only. We're using the resistance of our body, so no equipment is needed. However, I highly recommend having a mat if you have a hard surface underneath, and then a towel and hydration around as well. Today, we combine elements of strength exercises with cardio-based exercises. Here's today's format. We have giant sets, so we have 4 exercises at a time. We have 4.5 minutes of work before we get a full recovery. And the recovery is limited today due to switching body parts and making this body weight only. The first exercise will be a lower body strength exercise. It will always be performed for 90 seconds. The first 60 seconds will be normal tempo. Then we pulse it at the hardest part of the movement for 15 seconds. And then we continue out the final 15 seconds, normal tempo. Just listen to my cues, listen for the dings, and we'll be just fine. We'll then have 5 seconds to transition into an upper body focused body weight only exercise. That exercise will be performed for 60 seconds. After that upper body strength exercise is up, we immediately go into a cardio focused exercise that will combine the entire body. Then we're not done. We have one more exercise, and we'll end each giant set with a core based exercise. So to recap, 90 seconds lower body strength, then we have an upper body strength for 60, cardio for 60, core for 60. After that 4.5 minutes is up, we'll get a 15-second recovery. Now that's not a long time, I know. So if you need more of a recovery, please, by all means, take it. We have options so you can physically hit that pause button, take a longer break, rejoin when you are ready. You can also rest pause in between the sets. So if you feel your forearms start to slip, shake it out a little bit, take a few deep breaths, then get right back to that exercise when you feel ready to. A couple things, you and I never have to go at the same speed, same tempo. Every exercise is timed today. So find a pace that feels challenging but manageable for you while maintaining really great form. There is also some jumping in today's workout, but if you want to keep it low impact, meaning ditch the jump, do exactly that. Don't jump. Just keep one foot on the ground the entire time. So if we're doing like a jump squat, just do a squat to calf raise. And I will give you verbal non-jumping options as well. This workout is also non-repeat. However, if we do one side of the body, unilateral, we have got to match it on the other side as well. Enough of me talking. Go ahead, grab anything that you need. I definitely recommend hydration, towel, and a mat, and let's get going. Our first lower body strength exercise is a squat to an iso calf raise. So take it down, hinge from the hips, hinge from the knees, core stays tight, spine stays neutral. We then come off the heels, squeeze the calves, heels go down, and then bring it up. You can stay conservative with your range of motion starting out. This begins your workout in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So squat it down, core stays nice and tight. Take it off the heels, squeeze the calves, heels go down, and then drive it up through the heels. Make sure your knees stay stacked over your ankles and they don't start to cave in. It is okay if your knees go past the toes, that is normal. And the lower you go, the more that will happen. Everyone's range of motion is different, so you may start right here. If your mobility is there, feel free to take it all the way down, heels up, heels down, and then drive it up. Take this one slow and controlled. Hold at the bottom and pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Heels stay up, just pulse. Really gonna feel this in the quads. Hang with me. Normal tempo, just squat it. Let's go. Just squat. No calf raise, just squat. Last 3, 2, and 1. Plank position. We take it to push-ups off on the knees. So take it down. You're off the knees for 3, 2, 1. Knees go down. Press it off. You're back off the knees. Take it down. 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Drive it up. Knees off. 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Push it off. In 10 seconds, we roll immediately into our cardio-based exercise, which is a jump in plank to iso squat in 3, 2, and 1. Take it in, lift the chest, hands down, jump back, jump in, lift the hands. Jump back, jump in, lift the hands. We end our first giant sets with bird dogs. We'll come to a quadruped or tabletop position in 3, 2, and 1. Tabletop position. Left arm, right leg, hip stays down, core stays tight, and then release. Other side, right arm, left leg. Bring it down. Keep your spine neutral throughout. Keep the front of the core nice and tight. Don't let the head fall. It's super easy to do. I just caught myself doing it. So tuck your chin, pull high pony to keep that nice long spine. Last rep, 3, 2, and recover. Nice work. Back to the top. We begin with a 90-second lower body strength exercise. We have a sumo squat, 1 to 1/4 rep, wide stance, heels and toes out. Take it down, pulse, drive it up. Let's go.
Don't wanna be strangers, let me feel like you know what to do. Leave your limitations, live and go against them. Just let go and start up something new. Cause I know that what you planned out, everything that you built up, isn't what you want.
We hold at the bottom and pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Just pulse, heels up.
Isn't that fulfilling? Let me help you out. Lay your love on me. Leave your head and let your mind be free.
Heels down, normal tempo in 3, 2, and 1. Go, normal tempo.
Some dreams are meant to be broken. Lay your love on me. Leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave.
Last 3, 2, and 1. Pike push-ups are next. High plank position, hips go back. It's an inverted shoulder press. So I want you to think about really working the delts here. Keep your head still and stable. It's gonna wanna move. Keep it still, hover the head, press off. To make it more challenging, you can walk the feet in and give yourself some more resistance. Vice versa, you can stay up here.
You start to regret all the things that you've been fighting for. Cause I know that what you planned out, everything that you built up, isn't what you want. And I know the life you're living isn't that fulfilling. Let me help you out. Lay your love on me. Leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave.
Next up, we have an inchworm to sumo squat jump. We'll begin with the sumo squat jump. In 3, 2, hold your high plank, jump it in, sumo squat jump, land soft, jump it back. Now we walk it in with the hands, walk it out with the hands, high plank, jump it in, sumo squat jump, jump back, inchworm. Here we go. Inchworm, jump it in, jump it high, land soft, jump back, walk it in, walk it out. Of course, your option would be to step in and then perform a calf raise in place. Last rep, then we have atomic mountain climbers. Meet me in a high plank position in 3, 2, 1, high plank position. You're twisting underneath, opposite knee towards that opposite elbow. That little twist is going to get the obliques to come in. Lower abs working, transverse abdominal, rectus, obliques are all working together. I know those delts are on fire too. Hang with me. Last 3, 2, and 1. Wow. All right, our next giant set will be performed mainly on the left side. So we have a reverse lunge, left side will ground, right side will move. Here we go. Take it back, drive it in. Take it back, use that glute to drive it up. You'll mainly feel this in your glute and in your quad. Now, if you want a little bit more hamstring, just hinge a little bit more forward. Try to use this back foot as little as possible. So drive it up through the front foot. Don't push off with the back. We hold it low and pulse in 3, 2, and 1, just pulse. Now, if you feel a little bit wobbly, just widen your stance, widen your base. Next up, static lunge. Feet stay planted. Don't lock this leg out at the top. Normal tempo, 15 seconds. Try not to lock out. So keep a constant tension in your glute and in your quad, and it's burning. Stay with me, come on. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High to low plank is next. Plank position, wide stance. Take it down, right forearm, right, then left. Next time, it's left, then right.
Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, I know. Keep coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you when you feel like falling. I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops. Yeah, baby, I got you.
Try to keep those hips as still as possible. Of course, an option here would be to take it down to the knees to reduce the lever. Reverse lunge to kick and punches next. Bring it back to your lunge position. Left leg forward. Let's go. So we're here. Lunge it back. Kick and punch. Lunge it back. Let's start with the kick. So we're kicking with the right. And then we're going to add that cross punch with the left. Takes a few reps to get it. That's okay, as long as you try your best. That is all that matters. Keep that core tight. That's going to help with your balance. If needed, you can kick low. I know that left leg is on fire. Next up, we have repeaters. Sorry, that was an evil laugh. I don't mean for it to be. We have repeaters. Left leg stays forward, right leg goes back, right knee comes in. So make that connection to your core. I know that left leg's on fire. Fight through it if needed. Rest, pause. And then when you got it, meet me back. Connect to those lower abdominals. Make sure your spine isn't doing a bunch of that. Keep it still and connect. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Reverse lunge on the right side is next. Here we go. Recovery time. So short today. Connect to this one. Start to slow the breath down. Working on endurance, working on strength, working on power. Right now is where I want you to connect to that muscle. Visualize the glute driving you up. Right here, glute drives you up. I can't stress this enough. Your quad is also working, so you will feel it there as well. Just barely kiss the mat with the left knee. We pulse it in 3, 2, just pulse. Normal tempo, don't lock out at the top, so think bottom 3/4 only. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whew, all right. Push up to shoulder tap is next. High plank position. Push up can be on or off the knees. At the top, tap left, tap right. Modification or option. Perform on the knees. I want you to keep those hips as still as possible, so your core has to be tight to do that, because if it's not, what'll happen is that. So right now, which isn't necessarily wrong, but we just want to really, this exercise, these shoulder taps can really benefit your transverse abdominal, and that's what I want you to focus on. And your delts, of course, are burning. Lunge to kick and punches next. Right leg in 3, 2, and 1. Right leg comes forward. First, let's just start with the kick. Get our balance. All right, once we have that, then we add the punch, cross body. First one may feel a little funny. That's okay, adjust. You're gonna feel a little bit wobbly. Connect to the core.
The door is open, I could walk right in. Ooh, but it's so much harder than it sounds. I know it's closing if I just stand still. Cause you won't wait forever, so just hear me out. It is not like I don't want you, just scared to try. Even if the odds are in my
Repeaters are next. Right leg stays forward. Left knee comes in. And 3, 2, and 1. Slight hinge forward. Hands go up. Connect to the lower abdominal, so the space in between your hip bone, the ASIS joint. Feel it like a corset draws in. Now bring that knee in. Hold that engagement, not the breath. Breathe through it. Come on, 10 seconds. Last 3, 2, and 1. Meet me on your mat. Whoa, single leg bridges are next. Slight pause. Next up, bridges on the left side. Single leg, but the modification will be a B stance. So drive it up. Feel it in that left glute. Kiss the mat. Drive it up. Barely kiss the mat. Now play around with the adjustment of the left foot. If you're feeling it more in your quads or any sort of strain in your low back, then I would recommend walking it out. If you were to feel it a little bit more in your hamstrings, walk it in. So play around with the distance of your foot. Ideally, we want to keep the knee pretty close to stacked over the ankle. Mine's probably, play around with it is what I'm saying. Another thing that I want you to think about is keeping your hip bone, bottom rib cage connected. If you have a lot of movement, if you start to spill into that anterior tilt, if you have a lot of spinal movement in the low back, you will feel it in your low back. Make the connection to left glute. And if needed, take it to a B stance option. Hold at the top and pulse in 3, 2, and 1, just pulse. Normal tempo in 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds. Flip it to your stomach in 3, 2, 1. Prone supermans to around the worlds. Tuck your chin, pull high pony. Hands go up, hands go around, hands go back, back down. Lift up, around the world with the hands, go down. Lift up, around the world, and then back down. This is working your back. This is also working some mobility in your shoulder. And it's working the backside of your core as well. Bear plank kick throughs are next, so meet me in a quadruped or tabletop position, whatever you want to call it. And 3, 2, and 1. Tabletop position. From here, lift the knees off, kick right leg through, tap right shoulder with left hand, bring it back. Other side, kick left leg through, tap left shoulder, right hand, bring it back. Option here, you don't have to kick, you can just go side to side. Next up, we'll come to your back. We have reverse crunches to start with a short lever. Knees stay bent in 3, 2, 1, to your back. If needed, support the low back with the hands. Knees go in. Really want you to round now through the pelvis to feel the lower rectus start to work. Try not to round right here. Just focus on rounding right there. Stay connected to the mat. Now, if needed, support yourself with the hands. Option to challenge or to advance, legs long. Last rep, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We are on to our final giant set of the day, and then we roll immediately into a low core blast. So coming up, bridges on the right. Right foot grounds, left leg goes up. Connect, adjust your foot accordingly. So take a few reps, play around with the foot position. Make sure you got it right. You're not committed to your foot placement throughout if it does not feel good. Play around with it. I really want you to focus on squeezing the glute right here to drive you up. Sometimes taking your hands to your hips can be a great cue for your body to make sure your hips aren't wobbling side to side. So your core has to stay tight to help keep the hips level. You can even place, a great way to see if your glute is working, place your hand on the glute. You should feel a change in the tissue of the glute max. Hold at the top and pulse in 3, 2, 1. Small, tiny pulses. Think about squeezing. Squeeze, squeeze. Normal tempo, full range of motion, 15 seconds. We roll to our bellies for swimmers. Let's go. Roll to the belly. We hold at the top, so it's the top of the Superman, and then we just swim. We swim left and right. Now, if needed, you let the head rest and just do opposite arm, opposite hand. I know we're feeling it in those glutes as well. Come on, stay with me. You got this. Rolling plank to a jump squat is next. So meet me in a high plank position. In 3, 2, and 1. High plank position. 1 second. I'll fix my mic. Here we go. We roll it to the left. We roll it to the right. Now we jump it in. Jump squat. Jump it back, roll left, roll right, jump it in, jump squat. Now your option here would be just to step it in, step it out, squat to a calf raise. The ups are next. In 3, 2, back to your back. Here we go. All the way up. All the way down. Really control it on the way down. Don't just flop down. Now option here, you can take it to a double crunch.
You want from me, ooh, ooh, all of me.
10 seconds, then we roll right into our core blast. We have single leg, straight leg raises next. Up and overs in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Reach right towards left, bring it down. So you have an X shape with the body and you're reaching up and over. Now, if this is uncomfortable on your neck, support the neck with the hands. When that leg comes down, keep that low back still. It'll want to rock, but if you're keeping the engagement to the front of the core, that will help support the backside and keep it still. In 10 seconds, we drop this exercise. So this core blast is a drop set kind of, and then it builds back up. We have bicycles next. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in. Now we twist. It is starting to burn. All right, stay with me. If you start to feel your forearm slip, if you start to feel in other parts of the body that we are not trying to target, meaning your core, I want you to rest, pause. Just take a few deep breaths. Then when you feel ready, meet me back, all right? We got this. It is going to burn. It's not about just touching elbow to knee. Think about twisting from the thoracic spine. Double crunches next in 3, 2, 1. Hands go behind the head, knees come in, upper body comes in as well. So lower and upper. Inhale here, exhale to draw it in. You're not crunching with the neck, so try to keep your neck still throughout as you use the abdominals to make this movement. Our final exercise of this core blast is flutter kicks. Legs go long in 3, 2, support yourself with the hands, legs go long, and then just flutter kick. You can keep the head on the mat, or you can tuck the chin and add some upper as well. Rest pause if needed. This one is already burning. Breathe through it. 10 more seconds, 15-second hold, 15 seconds of fluttering, then we're done. We hold in 3, 2, and 1, 15 seconds, just hold. We go back to normal tempo to end in 3, 2, and 1, final 15 seconds. You got this. Last 3, 2, and 1. We are done. Nice work. Let's stretch, shall we? All right, since we're already on the mat, let's just go and give our abdominals a stretch. We'll start with the forearms. Ooh, heart reaches forward. If your body is craving more of some stretches, I'm gonna keep this pretty short. Go to your hands if you want to increase. I will link some additional stretching videos below. They have most of them do have a main focus. So if you want to hit lower back, stretch that a little bit, hips, stretch that a little bit, upper body just feeling a little bit tight. Check them out. Great, quick, to the point stretch routines. All right, let's bring it back into puppy pose. Arms go out in front. And then just rotate it to the left and then to the right. Twice more each side. Hold center, one big deep inhale. On the exhale, frame the face, walk it in, bring my mic back with me. Right foot goes forward, neutral low back, and then left arm goes up and over, really focusing on your left hip flexor down into your left quad. And of course, if your body finds a stretch during this short stretch routine, other side, feel free to hold it for a little bit longer. Hit that pause button. Oh, this one felt so good today. Feels good just to move, body weight only. Let's remember that working out and fitness is fun. We do this for fun. This is our hobby. This is what we're trying to do just to feel good sometimes. That was my goal today. I don't know what your goal is personally. We all have different goals. Keep that in mind always, especially when we have the comparison game going on. But this workout, man, it feels good. This is great if you're starting out, still really a really challenging workout, but body weight only is a great way to start out. And or if you just don't have any equipment, it's also great to just get your body moving. And I'm sure I'm going to be a little bit sore tomorrow because I'm just not used to some of this stuff. All push-ups. Love the push-ups though. Ooh. All right, let's hit those inner thighs a little bit. So frog pose, just take it side to side, go back and forward. And to come out of it, right, left, right, left, right, left. And meet me in a cross-legged position, y'all. That is all today. As long as you tried your best, that is what matters the most. So keep up the amazing work. Your love and support means the absolute world to me. So like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. I appreciate your love and support. Be sure to tag me in your posts and stories on social media, on IG at Larie Midkiff, Facebook Fit by Larie, and most importantly, you rock. Have an amazing rest of the day.